It's called Advanced Answering Techniques. So it is 3 professional people explaining to other people how to answer different questions, a multiple variety of questions. Advanced Answering Techniques.
Hello and welcome to Advanced Answering Techniques. I'm one of your hosts, Josh. I'm joined by Caleb.
Hi.
And Gabe.
Hi.
We should get right into the question, right, guys?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Or left into the question.
Right. Whichever way
No,
we need to turn.
Left.
Oh, it is left.
It's left.
I have no sense of
said right.
direction. I said right. I have no sense of direction, and I'm sorry. Let's do it.
One Sunday, we were in church, and I let our kids draw pictures that, and I'm hoping that they'll kind of absorb some of the sermon while they're drawing. And one of my children tapped me on the shoulder in the middle of church to show me the picture he had drawn, and with this face of, "Do you like this?" Their face obviously wanted praise and affirmation. And I looked down at the picture, and it was very grotesque and a little bit terrifying. I think my stomach might have turned a little bit looking at it. It scared me. And my child whispers, "This is a demon from hell." And I guess I'm just wondering, what are some things your kids have done that you're really proud of too?
Wow. Masterclass in question. In a question.
Absolutely.
Masterclass.
I mean,
Pretty much it.
Joy she's never far from the mark, and
I just
this
have
is a bullseye.
We
I have a
shouldn't even
question.
try to answer it. We shouldn't even try to answer
Just
it.
respect
Let's just
it.
kind of bask in the glory of this question.
My only question is when does the Advanced Questioning Techniques podcast start, right, Joy?
Yeah.
You know? That was it was top tier.
It was great.
S tier questioning.
The your kids draw? Either of you? Your kids draw?
Do my kids draw?
Your kids draw!
Yeah. Both yeah.
I mean, yeah. They like, yeah. I mean, they call it drawing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's scribbling at this point.
Yeah.
She's 3, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
scribbling.
It's scribbling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen anything like this from a child? Something that seems to come from a subconscious place that is surprising?
I cannot think of a specific thing, which makes me feel like maybe that hasn't happened to that degree. I know I've seen some kind of disturbing things.
Yeah.
But the kid who is most likely to produce something like this has not begun drawing to this extent.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I've seen some of his early work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty disturbing. It's not coalesced into
Yeah.
something that you could say is, a demon from hell.
Right.
But, one of the lesser demons from Hades or something.
Right.
Yeah.
From one of the earlier circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the earlier circles on the outside,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The early circles are outside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Yeah, I've had children draw terrifying things, I shouldn't say
Like
that.
you've made them draw
Yes,
terrifying
I give them little assignments.
It's homeschooling, baby.
Yeah. Show me the aftermath of the Battle of Hastings.
Okay, you got it.
The Battle
I'm
of
gonna
the
need-
Somme.
More brown crayons and red.
Draw a
Sort of a
picture
soup.
of all the blood from the humans in the Battle of the Somme in a big vat.
Yeah, show
Just-
me. I would like.
sort of like an art installation with like a message, like this is all the blood from.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's the piece of art. It's kind of a cooperation between the visuals and the text.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need
Yeah,
both.
it's the synthesis of the two.
You need both. Well, that is wonderful. There is something. I know a friend who had a child who was taking some art classes from someone, and at one point the instructor said, "I want to show you some things in your kid's notebook that they've drawn," and proceeded to show my friend a picture of vampire Adam and Eve urinating blood. And I was surprised.
Yeah.
Did I say I?
Yeah.
I meant my friend. So you look at this picture, and there is something like pride. You're like, wow. I mean, that's triangulating a number of important things.
Yeah,
it was funny because at first I was like, oh, it's sort of a misdirect, her question, because at the end she asked, have your kids done anything you're proud of? And I guess, you would see something. If one of my children drew a picture that turned my stomach,
right,
you would have to admit there's some kind of pride there.
Yeah.
That's not boring.
It's the thing that people frequently say about art, offensive, transgressive art. Well, we're talking
about it, aren't
You're
we?
thinking about it.
A demon
it got
from
a reaction from you, and that means that it has value.
Yeah.
I wonder, are there demons from other places?
Demons, sure. Well, okay. I mean,
is there like a demon from Missouri or something?
Yeah, or bastard Kentucky.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah.
Well, we know of one.
Yeah, we know one.
Let's not talk about him.
Yeah.
No, but like, just like a Midwestern demon.
Yeah. He's just he's just making it snow, just. Maybe not snow. What is he doing? He's like making you burn your lasagna or your meatloaf.
Well, you're not making lasagna. That's got too much flavor.
You like drinking soda. Well, your eternal punishment is to drown in it. By the way, I call it pop.
You're gonna drown in pop.
You're gonna spend eternity drowning in pop.
You didn't see your father enough because he was working hard on the dairy, or you're gonna drown.
Oh, you're from Minnesota too. Where are you from? Oh, Rochester area. Okay.
Rochester, Minnesota.
Yeah, it's a real place.
That's where demons are.
It's where Satan lives. It's where the Mayo Clinic is.
Not in Hell, Michigan.
No. Satan, Utah. That one really slipped by Joseph Smith. Whoa!
Shoot. Zion's is right next to Satan, Utah.
Population
he didn't know that it was called that.
666. Okay, that's really dark.
Yeah. Wow. I was just at Zion's, and it does kind of look most of Utah
like
is
a desolation.
Utah.
Whoa. It's as hot as hell there.
Yeah, it's a desert,
Yeah. I've never been. I believe you, though.
I'm going to have to take it purely on your word and like other facts that I've gathered throughout
and the testimony of the internet.
and photographs that I've seen.
Yes.
And just any sort of reading I've done on Utah.
Yeah.
Which is not much.
Not much.
But
or the song.
It's corroborating
Randy
what
Newman.
you have presented here.
Yeah.
That it's a desert.
It's a desert. Beehive State by Randy Newman. He talks about, you need to get the...
Excuse me, can I get that? Can you take that one more time?
Beehive State by Randy Newman. Which is the Beehive State, Caleb?
The Beehive State is Utah.
It is Utah.
Buzz. Why?
Yep. I don't know.
Words.
Is that true?
I just remember I was in the hotel, not a hotel. Airport.
Yeah.
Some people think it's a hotel.
Yeah. Well, it's a hotel for the planes. Where do you think they sleep?
Yeah, the plane's going to...
I was at the airplane hotel.
Get some 40 wings.
The airport.
I was at the airport. Airplane Jiffy Lube.
Airport. Where else are they going to get drinks?
Yeah.
It's the airport. It's the airplane bar.
Glug, glug, glug.
It's just guzzling down jet fuel.
It is, this is.
I hadn't thought of the fact that all airplanes are drunk.
That's how they get the nerve to go up there.
Fly.
It's the only way they can actually do it.
Yeah. The airplanes and the pilots.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Frequently.
Yeah. Dude, it is wild. But yeah, sorry. At the airport, the governor of Utah was like, Beehive State. It's called the Beehive State. Welcome to the Beehive State. I'm the queen. Yeah.
Buzz.
And they were still going on and on about how the Olympics were there. Like 10 years
Well,
ago.
they're coming back, I think.
They were
too.
like, oh, really?
That's probably
they
part
were
of
like,
it,
this
too.
is the best thing we've
so it
ever
was
done.
so successful.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring it back to Utah.
Wow. The Winter Olympics, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
and
what
the
they
normal the Winter Olympics were the ones that were there before too. I think.
Wow.
The normal Olympics. What is winter like?
I would like it if
winter's like neurodivergent.
Yeah, that's right.
I would like it if they were like
Normal Olympics.
I can't even do the math on it once.
We do
50th
have
normal Olympics.
we do have the Paralympics
And the normal Olympics.
the normal Olympics,
Normal Olympics.
normal Olympics, the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and the Olympics also have rings. And you know what else has rings? Hell.
Yeah.
And that's where this demon that Joy's child drew was from.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a couple things. I mean, we
So
do
do
need
trees.
Hang
Trees
on.
have rings.
the ultimate. Thank you, Caleb.
Do you know who else had rings? The men of the West.
And also
Can we talk about Gollum? He just had one.
I think he just wanted one.
Yeah,
we don't know how
that's
many
true.
he had.
That's true. He's like, no, I like lots of different rings. But there's one that I just really, really want.
I know that we need. No, that's okay. We need to get to ultimately. Have our children ever made us proud? That's an easy answer for me. No. But I also I would like to dig in. I said initially that this is from this child's subconscious.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one option. There's another option, which is that this child's had interactions,
Some sort of conference with.
The demon from hell.
and it's more journalistic than imaginative.
Yeah.
It's like a police sketch.
Yeah, this is the guy we're looking for.
Right. What do you guys? What
Well,
answer do
I
you
mean-
like for that?
Which one do I like? I'll tell you which one I do
mean-
not like.
It's tricky because if it's from the subconscious, then you'd have to think that this demon kind of entity is a part of this child, which is kind of terrifying.
Right.
And the conference, the other way is creepy because then your children are consorting with demons, but that's maybe not part of them. Maybe they did the right thing. Maybe they scared the demon off, and now they can draw a picture
true.
of him.
Yeah.
And so it's fine. You know, it's kind of
Yeah,
it's tricky.
reclaiming the demon encounter by drawing about
Look,
it.
I got your picture now.
Art therapy.
We're not going to sell to you anymore.
Right.
We're putting these up at all the Walmarts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Can't get money orders.
Do not
anymore.
accept checks.
We're
from
putting this up. We're
one
putting,
of Satan's demons.
we're putting this up in all the kindergartens.
Do not hang out with this mean-looking demon.
Yeah.
In case you need to know, he looks unlike anything else.
Yeah. He's an unimaginable horror.
Do you think
Please
there's
stay away?
a chance that the child drew this and then was looking at it and thinking, my original plan for this picture has gone awry.
Yes.
What does this actually look like now?
Yeah.
It
Yes.
looks like a demon from hell.
That
I feel like that happens. That's maybe the way some children approach art.
I think that that's definitely the kind of thing that makes sense for this.
Yeah.
I mean, that is art.
Yeah.
That's what you do in art. Like typically, even if you, I mean, you're going to make mistakes while you're doing it. The paint's not going to go exactly
Right.
where you want it to go. You got to work with it. You know.
Yes.
You become a master of it
It's
as
Bob
you do
Ross.
that.
It's
You
Happy
know?
Little Accidents.
Yeah, happy little accidents.
Yeah.
Happy little trees. Happy
yeah.
little accidents.
Yep.
Right. Well, that's weird that he's drawing his accidents. Gross.
Yeah. These are all accidents. It's like Van Gogh
they
or
do
whatever. Pollock.
upside down accidents. Is what I call them. Trees. Let's let that hang out.
Yeah.
So it is. Oh man, it's tricky because if it is terrifying in some ways.
Yeah.
To think of a child, but what else is there, to do?
What do you mean?
Oh,
Talk to demons.
Hang on.
But talk to demons
Oh,
when they
okay.
come to your door.
Oh.
I mean, you can ignore them, I guess.
Yeah.
I think
What
that's
are you
probably,
supposed to do?
Probably good.
Well, in general, you know,
Just say
unless
some
you're
scripture or something.
unless you're Martin Luther,
Mm.
usually if you don't have a lot of demons coming after you
Mhm.
Right.
to have discussions and things that you need to deal with.
Right.
It does feel like when you're a child, those like I've had very few like like experiences of like demonic presence. I'm not saying these were actual when I was a child. I actually had to, but you had that sensation
Yes.
Yeah.
of that kind of thing. I don't really have that as an adult very often, like in a nightmare or something like that.
I have
no.
I know what you mean. The closest I've come is like if you go out in the nature by yourself.
Terrifying.
In the early morning.
Mm.
You do get a real sense of what C.S. Lewis calls the, what does he call it?
Well, it depends on.
I don't know.
Because there's a thing called Sehnsucht that he was.
Not that one is.
That's
maybe
about like
related.
like you're an experience of northernness.
No,
It's one of
it's
his.
about the it's like this impending sense of like dread or like the numinous. The
Yeah.
numinous.
I think that
That's
might
what it
be
is.
like the feeling of northern, the what he
Okay.
describes as the feeling, right?
The
And
numinous.
there,
This
yeah,
this bigger presence out there. You're just small,
Yeah.
and there's this greater thing going on.
if you,
And it doesn't
yeah.
exactly have a regard for you.
If you've skied in certain situations, you've gone up to
Oh,
the
yeah.
top of a mountain. These are places that in like lore,
Yes.
you're not supposed to go to the tops of the mountains. That's where gods
The
live.
gods live.
Okay.
So you don't go up there. But we do it all the time with ski lifts and stuff.
We're
Yep.
gods.
We're just like, gonna go see God.
Yep.
Take the
You go up
lift.
to the top, but if you stand at the top of the mountain, you do have an experience. You do have that kind of an experience. And I agree. I agree also about like being in nature by yourself.
Yeah. Well, I also had that feeling when I went to Zion's. Oh, 'cause I didn't go all the way into Zion's National Park, but even outside, like the little bit outside of it, you just look at these huge formations, and you're like, I felt like I was gonna fall,
Yeah.
even though I was
Mhm.
on the ground. But
Yeah.
I felt like either I was gonna fall or it was just gonna all fall on me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that feel. I actually had that feeling this morning. I was moving a bunch of boxes full of furniture, and I stacked them up. I did a bad job, and one of them I actually almost fell.
Gosh.
So that was
Sorry.
actually
Yeah.
pretty terrifying.
Felt like that.
Yeah.
Like
So I
the-
can definitely relate.
Kind of like the Midwest.
The Midwest.
Kind of
Yeah.
like the Mount Zions of the Midwest.
Yeah, yeah, just tall boxes. 2 tall boxes on top of one another.
Yep. Yeah, that is a terrifying feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, it was. Yeah.
Oh, and you see a
Not
bunch of
how I
boxes
prefer to start my
stacked too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those those footages of
Those footage.
inside like
Sorry, Caleb,
warehouses?
Those footage.
Those footages, those footages of
The S is after foots.
not
is
after
Or
you
it's,
don't do it
actually,
both?
it's feetage.
Stupid.
Have you guys ever seen those feetage?
Yes. No, I haven't.
Inside a warehouse.
I've never seen.
Inside a warehouse, and someone knocks
Oh
over
yeah. Oh, I have seen that.
a bunch of like
Yeah.
beer or something.
Tell you who
Yeah.
does it. Who knocks it over?
Who?
One of Satan's demons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from hell.
From hell.
But to answer the question, I have been proud of my daughter. Just last night, she was playing with stacking rings, and she was arranging them on the floor, and she made Mickey Mouse with because he's basically 3 circles, and then she says, "What does Mickey Mouse have?" And I said, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and I started listing all the features, and then she just started adding rings and different shapes on top until it was just this horrible, disfigured monstrosity on the floor, and she was very proud of it. I was proud of her because I thought she made a real likeness of how Disney is now.
Yes.
Just like this horrible mess.
Just a bunch of rings on
Yeah.
top of rings.
Just
on top
kind
of
of-
rings.
Yeah, wantonly scattered and
Right.
just
Maybe if we put
Disarray.
more rings on
Chaotic.
it, that'll work.
yeah, more rings.
The problem with Mickey is there
More
wasn't
blocks.
enough rings.
There's not enough rings.
No.
Oh, my
Yeah.
kid, really proud of one of my children after this weekend.
Mm.
Learned to ride his bike with pedals. It was just a
Nice.
strider boy. Now he's a pedal boy.
Pedal boy.
And he's doing great, except he can't self-start. And he does this thing every time he tries to start where it's a little bit wobbly. And this is the
Yeah.
thing that he's used to from the strider part.
Right.
But because of the pedals being on the bike, now he freaks out.
The balance.
Yeah.
He will tip off to try to start going, and he just goes, whoa, 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 and like gets
Overcorrects,
upset,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
gets completely upset.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not proud of that part, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
once he gets going, I'm not proud when he starts.
Right.
Yeah.
But after he starts and he's going,
Wow. You're
wow.
watching that
And
must be.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit before he gets to uphill part where he
Yeah.
stops, and I'm now not proud either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, It's the flat ground with him riding on it.
Yeah.
Went downhill even.
It's ironic that your trajectory of pride is ascending at that point when he's on a plateau.
Yep.
When he can do his thing best.
Yep.
I like that we kind of have a smattering of different answers. Have you been proud of your children? For me, no. For Gabe, yes. For Caleb, it's a little mixed.
Was that the question? Just proud, or is it something they've drawn specifically?
I think it was. Have you ever felt proud of your children?
Yeah,
proud
I can say that I have
done, or I don't know. Yeah. Some kind of, I don't know. Honestly, the question was great, but I don't remember it.
Okay. No, we loved listening to it.
We loved listening to the question.
Let me tell you, my favorite part was forgetting it.
I like to see a question when it's coming, but I love to look to
watch it leave. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave. Question.
Yep, question. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was great.
If you have a question you'd like us to treat this way, please send it to advancedansweringtechniques@gmail.com. We're looking for usually an audio file of some length, minute or so, but we accept other media.
Oh yeah,
as well.
And maybe even feedage of questions.
Send feedage. Send in some different feedage.
Send us a feedage of questions. Guys, anything else we need to address right at the end here?
Nope.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.